talk about that steal and dunk, in the second half to propel you guys right to the end?
I mean, I had one against Cleveland State, so I try to do the same thing and run through the pass. Coach always talks to us about, do we want to press? And we can't have Briante being the only one pressing. And one thing we really focused on this week was rotations, because he talked about they always want to get back to the middle of Larson so he could bring the ball up, because he could dribble a little bit. So I just anticipated it and took the ball and dunked it.
Was that timeout right after that to see if the floor was okay?
Yeah. Fell on my chin. I hurt a little bit.
Well, Jaquan, y'all talked about the defense a little bit. They didn't shoot well at all. Like y'all had a lot of contested shots.
Well, in the first half, we kind of let him off the hook. So when we went into halftime, Coach emphasized defense coming out. So that was the thing that was on the front of our mind. We weren't really worried about the offensive end because it was handling itself. So we just all put defense in the front of our minds and got what we wanted.
Jaquan, what sort of sense that, you guys played it pretty well defensively in the first half. It's just a matter of time before shots started going down, where you could get some separation.
Yeah, we knew, and basketball's full of runs. So we knew once we got the style of play going, which is pressing, we would start hitting our shots.
Mo, going into this week, how big of a game was this in practice, going through it for preparation?
Coach, one thing that really talked about us with was being relentless and not playing not to lose, because he's like, we were first place and we were at the top ourselves. He didn't want us thinking, oh, we have to win this game to stay in first place and stuff like that. So he just told us keep attacking, keep the attacking mindset, and we'll do what we got to do and go 1-0.
What made it took a while for you guys to kind of get into that. What made that happen? Was it them? They came out kind of running as fast as you guys were in the beginning, and then at some point it just changed. What happened?
I think they were aggressive. I think they got a steal on one of our plays, and a lot of us were kind of tired in the first 4 minutes. So when we caught our first win, we just went into attack mode. We bailed them out a little bit because they got a couple offensive rebounds that slipped out our hands and stuff. But after that, I think we played pretty good defensively.
Harry, a lot of people were struggling to still score in the first half, but you weren't. What was the difference for you?
My mindset was just to come off the bench and attack and just add to the team, just do whatever they needed for us to win. That's it.
Mo, talk about your defense and Kevin Larson, just 1 point, 5 turnovers.
I played it really good against him last year also. Coach really put a big emphasis on that, knowing that he wants to set the pin down and then post up. And, Jude didn't really do a good job on him last year, so Coach, put it as a challenge to me. Just he's one of the best big men in the A-10, so take him out the game, and he's one of the key factors for them to win.
Quick one. For a night, going back to Friday where Travion steps up so big, how big is it for a night where the three of you are up there? You guys really handled the load tonight, scoring-wise, point-wise, on a night where, Trey wasn't your leading scorer.
Everybody has their days. Today Travion wasn't on, but he didn't let it get to him. He kept us, he encouraged us to, do what we do. We're all capable to score the ball when everybody else isn't able to. So we just, like you said, do whatever the team needs.
In terms of growth, what does it say about you guys that you're at this point where in a game like this, you guys can take the brunt of the stat sheet in front of the scoring?
Shows we got depth. So that means defense needs to be turned up a little bit more because we have players that can play just the same amount of time.
Terry, they say about freshmen a lot after they played a bunch that they're not freshmen anymore. Do you still feel like a freshman, or do you feel like?
Yeah, I'm a freshman. I'm just comfortable now. That's all. I'm used to the flow of the game. I'm used to the physicality now. I'm just comfortable.
Terry, your first VCU Richmond game coming up this weekend. They told you about this rivalry?
Oh yeah, I know a lot about the rivalry. Last year I came to a game when I was a recruit, so I know it's a big thing.
Any other questions? Guys, it's easy to be impressed by the final score, but from your perspective, how would you guys grade yourself on tonight's performance?
We need to do what we did in the second half and the first half.
We got to guard the ball better. So I'll say C+, B-. We guard the ball better. I think all their points, majority of the points in the second half came from the free throw line. So if we played them without fouling, they really don't score half of those points.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.